All right, you guys. I don't know what the hell happened that last stream before I got kicked off and shit. But I was not done with Kawhi Leonard, right? When you are a superstar caliber player, there's an example that need to be set. Think about this, y'all. And I was going to allude to this before I got really cut off the stream. If the team owner is damn near courtside, what makes Kawhi Leonard think he could be up in the goddamn skybox if the team owner is down there damn near courtside? Steve Ballmer, every Clippers home game, the dude literally sit like courtside and shit. But we gonna give this a pass, right? What superstar you know is not with his team during the course of a game if they can be there? Now, if they're on crutches or if they're in the hospital somewhere, that's one thing. But if you're at the arena with your team there during the course of the game, what superstar player have you ever known to not be with their team while the game was playing? That's a lie. Manual 219 on the Periscope. That's a lie. So Kawhi Leonard need to be on the bench, man. That's where you need to be at. If you're with the team during the course of the game, you need to be on the bench. Period. I don't know why people think they can sit up there and defend that shit. You can't defend no shit like that. If the team owner is on the court, why are you in the skybox? Right? If you're the leader of the team, why are you not there with your troops? There's no way you can defend that. What's up, Greenleaf? Mr. Padger, what's up, y'all? For real. There's no way you can sit up there and defend that shit. The optics don't present a good look. All you got to do is sit your ass on the bench with your team. If Serge Ibaka got a bad back and he's on the bench with his team, hell, Serge Ibaka traveled with the goddamn team. What's up, Chris Roberts, Nate Shepard? He traveled with the team on a bad back. You are part of a team. That means the team is only as good as the best player down to the very last player. A team. One cohesive unit. One. This is the first time y'all ever played. Man, if you motherfucking hit me, man. Non-driving ass bitch. Anyway, I put the link if whoever want to come in and talk about this. James 2 Raw, I hope you're in the building. But for real, I put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come in and try to defend this shit. I'm trying to figure out who in their right mind is going to defend this, or in their wrong mind. Whatever you do, don't hit my fucking car. That's all I say. Because this is insane. I've never seen a player do this shit. Never. Them motherfuckers out there fighting to preserve, not only to win a championship, but to preserve your legacy. What's up, too, Rob? My bad for missing your call earlier, homie. I was on the road. I was rolling.
Oh no, I can talk about that. Yeah, I can call you later on. Talk about that. You know what I was calling you about.
Yeah. Well, hey man, let's go to Rob. I know you did a video. I saw your video on this too, man. So what's up? God damn, she got a big old ass. Well, God damn, boy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. The Lord has blessed me today.
The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want.
Excuse
He
me.
knows what I want.
Hey, salute, fellas.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, she's too young. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, too, Rob. What you got on that?
Oh yeah, don't get caught on that. No, it's like this the problem I'm having like with a lot of people. Like, I'm not saying Kawhi is supposed to go down there and play. I don't know the status of his injury. I don't know whether he can play or not. The point is, when you're part of a team, okay, as long as you're physically able to be there, you're supposed to be down there with your teammates and support them. I don't know why this is such a hard thing for people to comprehend. They keep saying, well, he was there and well, he was up there. Look, Tiki made an excellent point. Steve Ballmer is the owner of the Clippers, and he's right there by the goddamn bench or close to it in proximity. It doesn't look good from the optics for the leader of your team, the best player. He's far removed from the team when he's there. Well, why is he not there with his team? I've never seen a player, an active player, not be there by the bench. I remember when Jack Haley, who had only played, I think, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes in one goddamn game for the 96 Bulls, every goddamn day that the Bulls played, he was on the bench. Even if he was wearing dress clothes, regular suit clothes, he was there cheering the team on. You know what I'm saying? He only got to play 1 or 2 goddamn minutes the whole damn year. This is the best player. This is your highest paid player. Okay? That carries some type of responsibility. That's part of the problem why I hate how people portray basketball as an individual sport now. Because a lot of people, they've never played on a team. They never played any type of organized sport, whether it's basketball, football. So they're not understanding it. It's like it's a disconnect there. When you're part of a team, especially the leader, the perceived leader team, you're supposed to be there. Your team is in the Western Conference Finals. It's cool you talking to the team before and after the game, but they need you. They need your guidance during the game. They could use your basketball knowledge during the fucking game, in the huddle, talking to players, encouraging them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not there. I don't understand why people are like, he's there and he can live his life. Man, shut up.
That's facts too, Raw.
Because that's stupid talk. That's what everybody that's talking that bullshit obviously never played a game, obviously never played any kind of organized sport. Your team is only as good as the best player down to the least player. And everybody needs to be in step. Everybody needs to move as one. Look, when you operate in a vehicle, right? Think about this, right? When you operate in a vehicle, everything from the O-ring to the big ass fucking engine itself needs to run in harmony. If one little thing goes wrong, the fucking car's not going to run properly. It's going to be a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got right here. When Kawhi Leonard's sitting up in the goddamn press box, up in the goddamn skybox, his team down there fighting even the series up, and they go down 3-1. You mean to tell me Kawhi Leonard couldn't be down there to lend support when if Paul George having a bad shooting night, Kawhi Leonard couldn't be down there to encourage him to, hey man, keep going, take the ball to the cup. It should not look. And I applaud Terrence Mann for doing that, but that should not be Terrence Mann's responsibility.
Facts, LB.
What's up, Greenleaf? What you got on this, man? All excellent points, too, Raw. What you got, Greenleaf?
Yeah, you and Two Raw had some excellent points. I was gonna touch on that Kawhi Leonard coming down there and implementing his knowledge on the game with Terrence Mann. You know what I'm saying? You could be down there coaching and fuck all that quiet storm and being quiet. Like you the leader of this team, man. You need to be vocal at some point. You don't have that type of leader to lead. You don't have that type of leader at your position who won 2 championships by them, like not say by themselves, but as a leader. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go out there and implement your knowledge on the game. Fuck all that laid back shit, man. You sitting in the rafters in a luxury section, and Paul George blowing kisses to you, laughing. Oh, I got game 3 done for us, man. Come on, man. If y'all don't see what this dude doing, he being a diva, and he's showing his true colors. You know what I'm saying? Take your ass down there and be with your team. You had all day to be with your family. You got all day to be with your family afterwards. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to your job and a championship on the line, you take your tail down there and be with your team. It's a team sport. For everybody else, it look like you separating yourself from them. Now you're gonna have people questioning, are you gonna return to the team? You know what I'm saying? You got all this speculation and narratives that's gonna run around now. You know what I'm saying? You got people that, and then another thing, LB, the injury situation. You know, Ticket touched on this too. All these players who played injured throughout the season, they came back in the first round with Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? He had multiple injuries. He came back and sacrificed his body in the first round. James Harden sacrificed his leg in the second round. Mike Conley, he did the same thing with a hamstring. You got different players sacrificing their bodies for their teams. And you mean to tell me, Kawhi Leonard, you're a 2-time champion and you're not showing that type of leadership for your team and you're not out there doing it for them? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. But that's all I got right now, man. You can go to the next LB.
All right. And Luda Ryder, he just stepped out. So Luda Ryder just left. But salute to you, Luda Ryder Sports, man. If you can come back in there, I'll let you in. You can chop it. Give me your take on it. Herman, you're next. What you got on this, Herman?
Hey, what's good, y'all? With Kawhi Leonard, I actually been on him. Greenlee can attest to it too. I actually been on Kawhi for a while about this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Herman. Hey, Herman.
Yes,
Hey, Herman,
sir.
hold on a second. Luda Ryder just get back. He was the next in line, so I want to make sure he comes in and gives his take. All right, Luda Ryder.
For sure.
What you got on this?
Yeah, I just wanted to get this off because I got some entertainment coming over later on. But man, Kawhi, man, I lost all respect for the brother. Like, I remember him in San Antonio trying to earn his stripes, trying to go out there and prove to everybody that he belonged to the NBA. Now, since he's been to the Clippers, he's gone Hollywood now, doing commercials, doing making himself look like he's ready for the prime light. Now he finally got a team who basically gave up half their roster and gave up everything just to vie for you to make it to the championship team. and you have a chance to go to the NBA Finals, you're on the bench. You're not on the bench, even supporting your team, even trying to talk to your guys while they furthering through the game last night. You up in the press box with your Hollywood braids done, looking down like you a diva, like you ain't like you more important than everybody else on the team, and you want to sit up there and want to leave them Clippers just to play for thinking they ain't good enough to play with me, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. That's the day, man. Kawhi, I don't know what the fuck is up with you. I don't know what the fuck is up with everybody else because I felt a little bad about because it was a great team sport to watch on TV. Now there's more about individuals instead of team ball. You supposed to play as a team, win as a team, and lose as a team, not lose as an individual. Now that's all I
Herman,
got,
what
man.
you got? I mean, I appreciate it, Luda Rider, man. Go subscribe to Luda Rider Sports. All right, Herman, what you got?
Man, I've been cooking on Kawhi for a while. I've been feeling this
God
way about
damn.
Kawhi. I honestly feel like he been doing this since San Antonio, and like I had to
Hmm.
challenge C Hill about it. C Hill think I was a hater, so I'm gonna use one of his lines that he used on me before. He used on me, why I'm gonna take your word, why I'm gonna listen to you. And I know what a player said that play the game. Say, okay, see, I can use the same thing. When Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and Greg Popovich called them out, their word not valid. But I could take your word or Kawhi Leonard's word. No. And these niggas are legends. Tim Duncan's the best power forward to play the game. Tony Parker, we all know he always played hurt to sacrifice his body for the team. And most of his tender for the Spurs. The Greg Popovich, arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time. So their word is not valuable. Yeah, they did the shit the wrong way. Yeah, they approached the situation wrong by making this shit public. But other than that, what I'm gonna say that the shit that they're saying was the truth. So I honestly feel like he's been doing shit like this since then, and we just didn't catch it then because he don't talk, because he do carry a persona that he just a person that just not don't show any emotions and all that. We don't know what the fuck this nigga is behind the scenes. We don't know what type of shit he be on. His uncle do a whole bunch of talking. That should have been a sign then, but a lot of people didn't catch it though. So my thing is with Kawhi, he's a prima donna. He went Hollywood. He 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 he's a disgrace of how he moving. And for him to be considered one of the greatest in the game, that really gonna challenge his legacy to me. The legacy that he will have, but what people try to create for him. I can't compare him to the all time greats with him doing shit like this. And that's just my thoughts on it, LB.
All right, G Corey, what's up?
What up?
What you got on this Kawhi Leonard stuff?
Oh, I'm not gonna even cap. I think the nigga's gone. I think that nigga's gone. Because the reports came out he was upset with the medical staff, just like he was in San Antonio. He gonna try to force a trade or he's free agent. That nigga, he's up out of there. I think he's gone. I don't think he's staying.
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do why he not with his team though.
Why he with his teammates? I don't know. He just acting like a girl. I don't know. He should be down there.
That
Either
shit
that or he's
crazy.
taking them losing his serious some type of way.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how you feel though, you still got to be with your teammates though, man, because that just gives credence to a whole bunch of perceptions and conspiracy theories and all that. He just don't realize how bad he just opened up Pandora's box with doing that. And Trayvon, what's up, homie? I ain't see you in a minute, man. It's good to see you, man.
Salute, man. Salute. What's up with y'all?
And we talk about this Kawhi Leonard situation. This guy up in the press box during the course of a game, his teammates out there fighting. He up in the press box chilling.
Yeah, man. Hey, I kind of spoke on this, but like in a different way. Like not seeing him doing shit like this, but like I said, it was a different Kawhi. Like once he got the hype, the fame, all that shit in Toronto, he became this screamer for a foul. Like little things start irking me about him. Like instead of finishing the play, you up here, hey, like you never did that shit. You never look for fouls. Like his whole demeanor has changed, but look at what everybody do for him. Like, look how everybody cap for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong. I'm telling you. I look at it, and it's all these players. It's a trending thing. They are trying to make us settle for less. They don't want us to make them go for the heights of a Mike Jordan, a Kareem, Elijah Wan, like in every position, whatever you want to say. They don't want you to make them have to reach that height. They're like, I just want to be right here. I'm cool. This generation is about money. They don't give a damn about where they gonna end up and all that. Like, so that's just all these players, man. They ain't got no ambition like for the game. They got an ambition for the money.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then at Too Raw, I don't know if you still you still there Too Raw. So my thing is these dudes, right? They allow this bullshit to happen, right? Because they don't want to hurt this person's ego, or they don't want this person, or they don't want this person to leave the team or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? It just goes back to the what we always talk about, right? The goodies, giveaways, the guarantees that these players get, and they haven't earned it. Look at what happened with Luka Doncic, right? Luka Doncic is pretty much, but him just throwing his hands up, threatening to leave. Now the GM gets fired. The coach leaves. The fucking what else? Or all this other shit, right? But Luka Doncic ain't delivering no goods for him to be carrying on like that.
The thing that got me, man, was when it came out that Josh Hart now was saying something to the effect. I think his name was coming up in trade rumors with the Pelicans. I think as far as going to Minnesota, he was like talking about where he is or where he isn't going to go. And dude, you're not a superstar. Like I never. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like goddamn Charlie Ward saying, "Well, hey, I'm comfortable here in New York. I'm not going to Toronto, man. That's, you know, that's just not going to happen." Like, who are you?
Yeah. Facts.
You know
Hey, facts.
They ain't put no work in.
Hey, but you know what, Too Raw? You know what that come from? That just come from when you see these dudes think they can do what the higher extra line players can do. They like monkey see, monkey do. I just seen James Harden force a trade. You have a lower level player try to force a trade or force some money. Like, this is what I don't like in the league. That's why these dudes try to talk that, oh, yes, the boss slavery stuff to make you really shake the way the league was introduced to us, man. The league was introduced to us with the GMs and the coaches and the owners making the decision on who's going to be on the team. And I just feel like, look, if you sign a 4-year deal with me, and my deal with you is to try to build a team around you, and I'm doing that, give me my 4 years to do that. And you focus on your 4 years on the basketball court on what you said you're going to do for me. No matter what you need, the deal that they making with these owners is I'm going to bring you a championship. They're not saying me plus 4 players going to bring you a championship. You're talking about yourself. So you go out there and you do what you told me you're going to do. Don't do my job. Don't worry about my job. You do your job. That's the problem. You got these fucking players want to be GMs, coaches, and motherfucking owners. Right now, you a player. That you want to be that shit? Wait till you retire. Retire and then go be a GM if you want to put teams together. But your job is I pay you to play. I don't pay you to pick the teammates. I don't do none of that. I don't pay you for that shit. That's the problem. Ain't nobody making these niggas get in a spot, because when you do that, then they want to come with the shut up and dribble shit, and that gets thrown around too much. Look, this ain't about no shut up and dribble. What you get paid for? To play basketball. I get paid to do what I do. You're not taking my job. You do your shit, and I'm gonna do mine. That's the problem. Everybody's scared to say something because it gets taken out of character, and they start talking about race shit. Man, fuck all that race shit. This ain't racist, and this ain't nothing about slavery. I'm your boss, and you're gonna do what I say. That's how the world works.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They don't understand that. Those young guys coming in, they don't understand that.
Come on, man. That's like your home. That's like in your home with your parents, bro. You want to go outside. Your mom said no. What you gonna do? Say fuck this. I'm going out, or I'm gonna run away. Your mama ain't going for that, or your dad. They gonna beat your ass. What? Run away? Where? It's the same with these contracts. You gonna do what? Man, look, they need to start really getting serious. What I would do, like when they and I try to do it, if a player try to threaten me on not playing right, I'll sue his ass. Cause we got a contract. I'm gonna sue your ass. I ain't gonna trade you. I ain't gonna do none of that.
The NBA owners, they're
They ain't ready for that.
they're gonna mess around and redo the CBA. They're gonna fuck around and go to another strike. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Another lockout season. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers, you know, because hey, I would like for that, you know, some of these players to be held accountable like that. But the problem is, if it ain't collectively bargained, you know, the problem's in the collective bargaining agreement. If that shit's not collectively bargained, you can't do it.
it's just too much pouting. You know what I mean? It's like being, hey, look, we all want to get paid more money. No matter what we doing right now, no matter what our job is, we want more money. But we ain't at work like, oh shit, oh man, every fucking day. Come on, man. You gotta man up somewhere, man. You just gotta do what you gotta do until they come apart. You know when that door open up for you to attack. You know when to say shit and when not to. These niggas is big ass babies, man. Y'all cry every day and y'all want y'all way. The world is not like that, man. That's one thing you gotta teach these kids. Do not think you gonna get you know how many times I've been in the store? Oh, I want this. You're not gonna get it. Nigga trying to throw a tantrum. You gonna get your ass whooped.
Hey, Green.
And these young cats.
Hey, Green.
Yeah.
They would call. Hey, you know them niggas were calling me a hater when I was saying this shit though, Green.
Hey, I
Man,
heard
they babies, bro. All our stars in the league are babies, man. They big ass babies, man, and they sport.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Go through.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I tell my kids, right? Same thing I tell my kids. You show out, you get wore out. You know what I'm saying?
You show out, you get wore out. On the real. Come on, hey, LB. Hey, Too Raw. Like, on the real. You're not trying to demasculate a man, but at the end of the day, can you imagine? Like, this the man that I know y'all is just from knowing y'all. Can you imagine, superstar or not, your best player, coming in there, telling you who you gonna pay, because there's so much that goes on with these trades and everything. Like, you're gonna pay this nigga, you're gonna trade these niggas, you're gonna get this nigga. Like, can you imagine another man just coming in there, basically trying to put his foot on your neck to bustle? You did not become an owner or a GM by letting niggas tell you what to do.
Trayvon, there's somebody like in the NBA right now. His name is Jay Reed.
Hey, but I got a question for all y'all right now. Though.
Yeah, but at least LeBron sits with his teammates now. This motherfucker, you ain't never see LeBron James up in those skybox and shit. Say what you want about LeBron, but at least LeBron with his teammates
on
the bench.
I'm gonna ask all y'all a question. How y'all look at that San Antonio shit now?
I still
I gotta reevaluate that whole San Antonio shit.
Me and Showtime got into a little debate about that because I brought that up.
Yeah,
Go ahead, LB.
Hey, Too-Raw. Hey, because Too-Raw alluded to this on his channel. Yeah. We got to look at that with a whole new eye now.
Yeah, we talk about LeBron James leaving because the nigga fucked his mama. But Kawhi Leonard, you want to run because, you know what I'm saying, your teammates saying, hey, we all play injured. You know what I'm saying? Pop gave us leverage of taking games
he
off.
did to the league.
Why you capping and want to leave?
Hey, he did a damage to the league too. Just like LeBron did a damage, I'm gonna tell you the damage Kawhi did. He's creating this new bitch thing in the league. If they tell you to do something and you really don't want to do it, get your ass out of there. Leave. Go out there and tell them they did you wrong. They talking about how you. That's what he's creating. And now look what the league do for him. Oh, you don't want to play today? Oh, you want us to do this for you? Like, they creating something that they ain't gonna want to be happy. You can't give a person every damn thing. Look, you gonna work for some of this shit, man. I'm not fit to be breaking my back. We supposed to be 50-50. You gave me a promise and I gave you a promise. I said I'm gonna help build a championship team, and you said you're going to play championship basketball and bring me one. You up here doing my job and not your job. That's why you losing out there, because you focus on what my suit and tie ass doing.
No, but Trayvon, this why I think the situation was messed up as, because like we should have looked at it then. That's including the media. That's including everybody. Like, we should have seen it then. Like, how everybody really sided with Kawhi. They went against legendary coach Greg Popovich. They went against legendary powerful.
I don't think they went against him though. I don't think they would have
Nah,
given. I think they did it wrong.
that
This is
should
the only thing. I think
that
this.
shit should have been
Nobody
checked
else
though.
should have said nothing to Kawhi though, but the coach. Like if it was gonna be public, it should have just been pop. It shouldn't have been no tone. I don't care how much of a legend like you are, because I don't even think Tim Duncan was on the team at this time.
Yeah,
But
and
it
then
should.
and then Tony Parker, he left the team the
Yeah,
same year, I
yeah, the
think.
next, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It should have just been Pop. Like Pop should have got at him, or Pop should have been the only one said something. When all the other players who ain't him saying something, I can understand that because I don't see Mike or I don't see Kobe take it too kindly to somebody speaking about them that's under them.
Yeah,
Nah,
and I
but
don't really
but
think
but
it was Tim Duncan. I think it was
And
nah,
when that
Manu
whole
and
thing,
Yeah. Now
but
if it was Tim Duncan,
nah,
Duncan,
but nah, but Tony
I think
Parker
it would
don't
have
have the
been a little
power.
different, man.
Tony Parker can
Like Tim
call him
Duncan,
out.
it would have been
Right.
different, but Tony Parker ain't
Tony
on his
Parker.
level though.
Nah, but
yeah.
Tony Parker can call him out though. Tony Parker
He no
can
no
call
no
him out.
no no. Tony
He's a
Parker
Finals
can't. The way he
MVP too.
did, look,
He's a
let me tell
Finals
you, the way.
MVP too.
But
He's a
look,
Finals
that don't
MVP
mean
too
he
now.
did it wrong though. You keep saying what he can and can't do. You ain't saying if he can do it right or wrong. That's what you
Now
missing. See,
I did it now.
we
No,
can
I
all
did
do
it
something.
wrong. If
We
you
can
would have
all do
heard
something,
me,
but it's the way you do it. And let me tell you, Tony Parker, and let me tell you anybody, if you my teammate, before you get your ass on TV, you better come and see me in private. I tell you that I'm gonna bust your mouth open. I'm gonna tell you that. That's anybody. If
Hey, I
you
wanna
get on TV and
get
say anything, that's where you foul at. First of all, you got on TV and you didn't say nothing to him. The second place where you wrong is me and your bodies ain't the same. Hold on, I ain't saying that Kawhi was not
that nigga
lying
played with a
or
torn
telling the truth.
hamstring
But what
down
I'm
there too,
saying
bro.
is you can't tell me how my body reacts to how your body reacts. You can sprain your ankle and play the next day probably. I probably sprain my shit, my pain tolerance probably is not like yours. That's a lot of things. You got some people can't take a back tattoo, can't take a stomach tattoo. I got all that. I'm just saying it's different. So it's a lot of things that go in that. But the only thing wrong with Tony Parker, it ain't about how you feel. It's about you went out publicly
Yeah,
before
he
you
should
went
not
to
have
him.
went out. He
hey,
should not
hey,
have went out publicly. But I say he had the right to
No,
call
he
it.
could
I
have. No,
wanna
you
say
can
He
go
this.
had the right to
publicly
call
as
it to
long
you,
as you
man.
said it to that person first. I don't care about you
And I
going
think he
public.
did. And I think he did say it
I
in
don't think
person
he
too.
did. I don't think he did not like
I
that. But
think he
Tony
did.
Parker is from Paris, man. Them niggas is nice over
I
there.
wanna say
He
this.
ain't
I wanna
aggressive
say
like
this.
that.
I want to say this. Do y'all think it's a big dilemma with these players and like the player movement, and then with these GMs and these coaches who really still trying to build their team up the way they want to be built? Like you say, they want to do their job just like the coach, just like the players to do their job. And another thing with Kawhi Leonard, the San Antonio situation. You know what I'm saying? They they I agree. Tony Parker and those guys came out publicly and said this the stuff that they said about Kawhi injury because Tony Parker said he has a similar injury. You know what I'm saying? But he was also a fast guard. He was doing a lot of stuff on the court more than what Kawhi is. But I agree, their bodies are different. But Kawhi with the situation now that he going with the Clippers saying he don't trust they medical staff. Like it's the same scenario. It's a whole narrative building around Kawhi, but like he the way he was brought up, he don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So how
No,
y'all feel about
honestly,
that?
I agree with what you said. I ain't got no disagreement. I believe, like, let's just say like this. Let's just put it in another scenario. Let's say this nigga then got shook up after that leg shit, right? After he felt like they told him he was all right, and now you see it's lingering. This nigga is just scared. Like, I don't know what his goal is, how long he wants to play, but he's very determined to meet that goal by any means necessary. He don't care. Like, whatever he got to do to keep his body moving to where he needs it. This nigga is injury prone down there in his leg now, and he ain't gonna trust nobody doctor. He ain't gonna trust nobody doctor, and he ain't even listening to his doctor. He listening to his uncle. Like in them, that's who I believe is in his ear. They like, man, hell no. You feel some pain, don't play. We trying to make this money. We got this. They putting all that in his mind now. Ever since that Toronto shit.
Yeah, yeah, I feel it.
His uncle is a bad influence on him right now.
It's
Like,
the money. The money is a bad influence. See, look, everybody is trying to do this empire thing. Like, niggas trying to have an empire. Everybody think they can be a Mike. Everybody think they can be a Magic. Everybody think they can be a LeBron or Kobe. Like they can have this legacy behind of basketball just a galore. No, it's not going to happen like that for you. And that's what they focus on. Kawhi want that. He want to retire and still have Kawhi shoes in the motherfucking stores. And that's what these dudes think they're doing and building, but they're not. The reason why those dudes got that shit is because they didn't do nothing that y'all niggas doing. All these players these days got their own way of cutting corners. Kawhi cut corners in a different way of team. He don't do it teaming up, but he cut corners.
And all I know is he can cut corners all he want to as long as you're sitting your ass on that fucking bench.
Plus, you know, I mean, if Kawhi want to be Mike, he might need to think about getting a personality transplant.
Hey, he gonna try to say something about COVID. I think he gonna try to say he ain't sitting on the bench because of COVID or some shit like that. Like,
Man,
Personality transplant. Too raw, you crazy as hell. All I know is get your motherfucking ass on that bench. That's all I know. Sit your ass on that bench. Hey, you need a high chair? We'll give you one of them high chairs on the bench and shit. All I know is get your motherfucking ass out that skybox on that bench with your team. Hell,
LB.
if you that good, if you that well enough, the way you can do all that shit without crutches and not in a wheelchair, then why can't you be with the team? Why can't you travel to Phoenix with him?
Let me ask y'all something, like to Two Raw LB. Like, do y'all agree? Like, do y'all believe that this generation of players is trying to lower the bar, and majority of the casual fans are accepting it? Like, dudes are eating it up. They're not making these dudes reach higher to the higher heights. These dudes are trying to make us settle for less. Do you believe like that's what's going on right now?
Well, part of that question, Trayvon, is the fact that you got media members who don't know shit about basketball. When you got guys like Nick Wrights and the fucking and the Kendrick Perkins, and Kendrick Perkins played the game, he not on a high level, but when you got the Nick Wrights of the world and the Shannon Sharps who's never played basketball before coming on lying and distorting facts, and then that's the shit that pissed me off about Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen was on here. First of all, Scottie Pippen was way off base for what he did, right, and for what he said. But be that as it may, you got media members, you got fans you got motherfuckers that got YouTube channels that go in and distorting facts. So and you got these 24-hour debate shows that continuously and purposefully lie.
Yeah.
And then
when you go
and one more element to that is when they got money involved, right? When you got this person here bringing in the money they're bringing in, you got this person bringing in the fans he's bringing in. Because think about it, y'all. The Clippers, who was going to Clippers game before Chris Paul got there and all that? Nobody. You couldn't get them goddamn tickets away.
Mm-hmm.
But when Chris Paul got there, they started winning, and then when Donald Sterling got replaced by Steve Ballmer because the motherfucker wanted to be a goddamn racist and shit. And they ended up changing the whole marketing scheme around the way they started attracting all these players. Then you got them coming to the Clippers games. Now you got these players got fans coming out to the games. These players is bringing in the money. And so at the end of the day, I think money and media and all this shit has distorted everything. But what were you going to say too, Ron?
No, I pretty much agree with everything you said. Yeah, I agree with everything that you just said, and I find it interesting that players like Giannis, right, and Dame Lillard, the ones who at least want to try to win a championship the conventional way by doing it from a leadership position and not trying to stack the deck. They're the ones that get criticized by the media for, not wanting to win by stacking the deck. And it's this type of misinformation that causes casuals and cause younger fans to have a distorted view of quote unquote NBA greatness, because there's such an emphasis on rings now. And as long as you win a championship, that's it. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you got 4 Hall of Famers on one team. A lot of these dudes, the extent of their basketball experience is playing 2K. They never played basketball on any type of, organized level. Even Honestly, man, with some of these fat ass 400-pound triceratops walking around, some of them don't even play basketball. Or, man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I'm a big dude, man, but I've seen so many motherfuckers walking around like, God damn, bro, how the fuck you 400 pounds? You 12 years old. But some of these
They
motherfuckers never
tripped
actually
the
played basketball,
they tripped the Richter scale when they take a step.
man. Their shit's register of 1.9 on the Richter scale, man. But yeah, like I think I do agree with most players. There's some exceptions. I do think Jason Tatum want to be great, but for the most part, most of these guys they don't really want to put all that work in, man. Ben Simmons is a prime example of that. And look what we have: motherfuckers in the media coddling him. Well, I think it's a psychological problem, and if he's in the right situation, I think Ben Simmons. You rewarded him for mediocrity. Actually, worse than mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy like Ben Simmons 20 years ago, man, they would have flame roasted his ass. But
No,
no,
20 years ago, his ass wouldn't be in the fucking league.
yeah, because the point guard that refuses to shoot and can't shoot free throws, it didn't exist 20 years ago. Your point guard has historically been your best free throw shooter because they got the ball in their hand. They have the ball in their hands so much. Your best free throw shooters are Chauncey Billups, your Calvin Murphys, your John Stockton.
Your Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Right, your Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, your Mark Prices. The point, they tend to be your best free throw shooter. Now you got motherfuckers like Lonzo Ball and this dude, they shoot worse than fucking Ben Wallace. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. When you got a goddamn point guard that is shooting below 50% from the free throw line, that's almost should be unheard of.
I don't know, man. But
you talk about psychologically, man. You know what? I should physically take my pen and write your ass off the goddamn team. Talk about
right now,
psychological thing. Fuck out of here.
Like right now, they're trying to award Ben Simmons by putting him on a great team. I'm like, what the fuck? You ain't gonna try to stick it out and try to prove your game, or you just gonna be the same motherfucker that's gonna be on Instagram all day trying to chase these models? Like,
you know what I do? I ain't gonna cut you off, Lube. You know what I do? Since this motherfucker don't want to work, the rumors are that he don't want to work and he don't listen and all this type shit. And I tell you what I do. They need a point guard that can score, right? And that can shoot. I banished his motherfucking ass to Sacramento, and I trade for fucking what's his name? Fox. De'Aaron Fox, excuse me.
Hey,
y'all know he averaging 25 and 7 this year? He averaged 25 and 7, but nobody knows because the media don't talk about them.
Hey, Terrell, you
know why they don't talk about them? Because they're not winning.
And they're from a small market.
West Coast.
And in a small market.
In the small market.
Right.
They're in the West Coast in a small market, and most of the journalists play who do all the voting, they're in New York. They're in New York and Connecticut.
Yeah. Hey, trade him to Cleveland. They looking to trade their point guard.
Oh, they're looking to trade Colin Sexton, but Colin Sexton to me, I mean, he ain't that dude, man. I know he scored a basketball, he good scorer and all that, but he ain't no distributor of he ain't no person that's gonna make the team better and shit.
Hey, you put him on. I think if you put him on a good team like Philadelphia, you probably see a whole type of different cat though.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, a change of scenery could be good. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but all I know is Ben Simmons. But put Ben Simmons on a great team. The motherfucker's already on a great team. The fuck are the people talking about? You got a dynamic big and Joel Embiid. You got shooters and Curry and motherfucking what the fuck is the other guy's name on that guy who can shoot the goddamn three? Not Danny Green, the other dude.
Shake Milton.
Oh. Yeah, well, not Shake Milton. There's another guy that can shoot the three. Can't remember his fucking name. But anyway, they're in a good situation. Tobias Harris, they in a good situation already. All he got to do, like we've been saying for years now, the motherfucker, he is the reason why the Sixers is sealing his cap. Him. It's him.
Yeah, anytime you
And
give up a wide
motherfuckers out
open
here
dunk,
coddling him and enabling him and all this other type of shit, they're part of the goddamn problem.
yeah, bro.
Talk about you scared to shoot the ball. Motherfucker, hey, think of it like you sticking your dick in them holes. It got a hole. All you gotta do is put your ball in the hole, just like how you put your ball in them holes off of Instagram. No, ain't no difference.
You better be looking at Charles Oakley and his coach, because Charles Oakley whooped his ass.
Yeah, when you dunk that basketball in the hole like how you dunk your dick in them Instagram models, motherfucker. And don't get it pregnant.
Tell the truth, man.
Shit, I bet when the Instagram model be like, look, you better give me 25 tonight. You ain't getting no pussy. Watch what that motherfucker go out there and do. That motherfucker go out there and be a goddamn superstar that night. He might get you 30. Shit, ain't no goddamn. He getting paid max dollars. Max dollars. Pay me 1%. I can get you 10 points.
Like I said, it ain't about teams no more. It's about individuals. Like the team sport of basketball is done now.
What's up, James?
Here we go. The right man it came in. What up, James?
Salute everybody. Much love, baby.
Hey, this is the motherfucking all-star. This is the all-star panel right here. What's up, James? Hey, what you think about Kawhi being up in the skybox and shit?
Hey, man, I don't like it, bro. Listen, they gave these players too much power for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? So instead of you using that power to teach these players the right way to play the game, how to treat their body, how to stay healthy, how to close up. Like y'all, you teaching a nigga how to cheat the system, how to sit in the skybox, how to quit on your team. Like, I don't understand what we watching in this era. And they come out here praising this shit ass era every day with the shit water league ass coaching. You got number shooting guards playing perm guards, and you think y'all better than our era. Like, I just don't understand it, man. Like, when you look at the game for what it's really worth, it's not really nothing that you gonna sit there and say, like, I remember salute to Trey, because I said, man, salute to all y'all once again. Because listen, I remember you saying this, it's too raw. Boy, I swear to God, Bernie Mac was still alive. You a fool for that one, boy. Listen, I watched this shit for 4 decades, bro. And I used to be like scared to fail. I ain't want to make the tackle because he was my teammate. But your teammate's supposed to push you to be great. So when you get in these situations, you're supposed to know how to close the deal and win. That's why you see Phoenix doing what they doing. Because it took one leader, like Chris Paul, to go over there, not cheat the system, play the cards that he was dealt, take the good with the bad, and live with his results. Because, like I say, everybody can't win a rank. Everybody can't make it to the Hall of Fame. Everybody can't be an all-star, superstar, vice versa, whatever you want to say, etc., etc. But these niggas just got to understand the real value of the game, the love of the game again. And they got all the morals and values fucked up when it comes to this basketball shit. People kill the NFL for their production and how they treat their players. But let me tell you something. If a nigga is doing anything that the Raymond is doing, if a nigga's doing anything that any one of these players out here getting all this money for, in football, contracts not guaranteed, nigga, they gonna cut your ass the next day, nigga. Fuck up. Miss a field goal. Don't catch that first down and near and ice that fucking game when you're supposed to. I don't give a fuck if I give you 150 for 7 years. I'm boarding that shit. I'm gonna eat that. Next man up. That's why I fuck with the gridiron so much, bro. I know we don't fuck with it because of what they did to Kaepernick, but it's way better than this water whip shit that we motherfucking covering every single day. To be
Facts.
honest with you, it's way better. Competition level, people not stacking the deck, people going to other teams. Look at Tampa Bay with Jameis Winston, 30 and 30 interception touchdown. One
And you
nigga went over there with that
responsible.
same team and held everybody fucking responsible, and they went there to the Super
Hey,
Bowl and won.
and
That's
you
all you need.
responsible. That's the only thing about the
And he held,
NFL. You responsible for your fuck ups and your good things.
yeah, bruh. At the end of the day, not trying to go that far, but you get what I'm trying to say. Kawhi Leonard setting a bad example, bruh. He is,
Yep.
man, and
Yep.
I don't want to hear that shit with like LB. That was a great video. Ticket, that was a great video. Everybody that did a video about how we kill LeBron for doing these same exact motherfucking things. Why does he ain't the claw? Because he ain't got no scratch right now. But why he always get a fucking pass for doing shit like this? I don't understand, bro. I really don't. I listen to my brother C Hill. He praised that coach, Shitwater. He praised this team. They don't like. I don't see them going nowhere like this, bro. Like Kawhi, bro, you got to set the tone. If you can play, you can play. James Harden out there on a bum ass hamstring. Devin Booker out there with a mask on. One more knock to the nose, he got to be like Michael Jackson. Get a nose,
Hey, hey,
reduction.
James, can I add
These
something to
niggas
what
quit
you
too
just
much
kind of said? Can I add
Go
something to
ahead.
what you just kind of said, James? You know how it's like you got 3 bad kids. All of them is like bad in their own way. But the one
Fact.
kid who's more polarizing or his bad deeds are a little bigger, you pay attention to him more. That's LeBron. But when that bad kid, when he's gone out the way or at school, you see the other bad kids and what they do. See, that's all that's happening. See, LeBron's out the way now. We ain't got nothing to talk about with him. So guess what you honing in on? Oh, look what these niggas be doing. Now
Facts.
that
You got more time to pay attention
LeBron ain't
to.
here, now that LeBron ain't here to make people not pay attention to you niggas. Now we paying attention to y'all. We see the little janky shit you niggas is up to.
Yeah, that's a big fact right there, Trey. That's why I call him a diva. No, that nigga a diva to me. Kawhi, that nigga got diva tendencies. I don't want to hear about he don't talk, he show. Man, that nigga got diva tendency because he tried to take sneak jabs like that shit from LA. You put that king on that motherfucker and you flop. Nobody ain't punish you for that. But if that was LeBron, nigga would have been cremating your motherfucking ass. Nigga know why you put that key on that chain. Nigga know why you was in there talking about this is LA, this is my house now, and woo-dee woo-woo. I won't hear that, man. Keep the same fucking energy. That's why I ain't tied up in this weak ass era, dog. I work 7 days a week, bro, for a lot of reasons. Because of me. I got big goals in life. If I be a dumbass to say, no, I don't want to work because they got a game on, them niggas paid already. They run up and down that court for a reason, don't get it twisted, but they still paid. If I had NBA money, I'd be helping people instead of still running up and down that court. How many stats you trying to break? How many records you trying to get? You dig what I'm saying? How much money you need? You can't win a championship every year. I don't give a fuck how much you stack that bitch. They're not gonna allow you to run a table like that. You could go 10 years in a row, but you still got a losing record, what I'm saying. Especially if you doing it like that. Now, all the teams that did it before them, they did it the right way. The owners did it, the GMs did it. They sat behind there, mastermind some shit, plug people who wanted to be there, and they got the shit done. If you look at that 76 team, all them dudes was homegrown, but one nigga they added. Y'all act like Dr. J went teamed up on the all season, got Moses Malone, Maurice Cheeks, and all these other. Them dudes was already there. You see what I'm saying? So when it come down to the come now, Kawhi, you should have stayed your ass in Toronto. Bottom line. But you went over there because you ain't want to go there. You wanted to go home. You forced your way out. This is what you got. You at home, look at you. You remind me of Martin Pam and the nigga that was in the skybox trying to marry Pam at the game. Like you living that life to the point you becoming a real diva. I like the nappy head Kawhi. I like the nappy head Kawhi when you ain't give a fuck your lips. I like the chap lip Kawhi. You almost lick them bitches. You just be out there looking like a savage. Bring that nigga back. That's the love of the game, nigga, that I remember. Who gonna go out there, gonna live up and down that court against the Bucks, and you know my legacy on the line. Now you feel like I got 2 rings. I'm MVP. They know what I can do. Now I'm about to act like a diva like everybody else. And that's some bitch ass shit.
Hey, James, you don't want the New Balance Kawhi, you want that jump man Kawhi, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Trey, dog. Like this, I
uh-huh.
want the ashy mouth motherfucker. I want the nigga that don't give a fuck about nothing, just come out there and ball. See that Kawhi that went out on the shield with
Hey,
Toronto?
but you know what? That's our
Dog, that was
fault.
the best Kawhi I seen. Cause he
That's
was
our
hurt
fault, bro.
and
Cause
he ain't
look,
quit.
how many championships Kawhi got? Tell me, Jane. I know, but I just want, is this for the
Two.
help of what I'm gonna say? How many championships he got?
2.
2. Whoopee. Let's keep it real. You got 2 championships. Motherfucking whoopee. That ain't nothing compared to the niggas that we really admire.
That's not even as close if you think about it.
So that's what I'm saying. These niggas will win 1 ring, 2 rings, and they think they are in the top 10 of the greatest players of all time. That's how they want you to look at them, and that's how they want you to talk. Yes, bring this. Yes, pump our fucking brakes. For real. Let's really pump our brakes, bruh. We pump these niggas up and allow niggas. I ain't saying we pump them up. We allow niggas to pump these niggas up when we supposed to be making these niggas prove themselves next year. I remember Shaq
Yeah.
saying some shit in that interview with Kobe. He was like, man, after I won that first ring, I was good. Like, shit, it's over with. They can't say nothing. He was like, but then shit, I see in the newspaper, even though we won, they like, can they do it again? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to feel like that. Like, these niggas be feeling like they really accomplished something because you won it once. In the job that y'all got,
I know this too, though.
it's not enough just to win 1, 2, maybe 3. You good, but 1 and 2, that's kind of boo boo compared to the real greats in the game. The real niggas, the real legends, the real legends, the real Hall of Famers, they got 4 or 5 off top. The real legends, the real Hall of Famers, the niggas that you putting in that Mount Rushmore type of shit, they got 4 or 5. And we up here talking about these niggas is above some of them.
Now,
and you got
that,
2.
The real greats got 4, 5. Hell, the everybody who labeled the people who the person that they labeled the greatest of all time got 6.
Come on, you know, LB, you know.
So
These niggas, this nigga don't even got a fucking MVP for the season, man. He don't even got a season MVP. Ain't even been in the top 5 for the runner-up.
No. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got no hardware to show for it, but yet he running his mouth like that. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, Winters, you in here? What you got on this, man?
What I got on it, yeah, y'all already know. First off, y'all know. Salute to the panel and everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi's my favorite player, hands down. But I can agree with I agree with that. I agree with what y'all saying about him and doing all this crazy stuff and being up in the press box chilling when your team is down there fighting and they really fighting for you. And these are close games, man. These are close games, and this is a really tough series. I know Phoenix is up 3-1, but just you being there, man, your presence, being in the building amongst those guys, man, that will motivate them. That will push them. You know what I'm saying? Paul George probably make those 2 free throws if you down there. So you know what I'm saying? Support in game. You probably make those free throws because he's looking at you like, man, I can't let this dude down. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even
and
that.
and they making in these clutch shots that they missing, man. Like your presence, man, makes all the difference in the world. You one of the top 5 players in the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you down there, man, and when you got people like you or KD or LeBron or somebody on the sideline, dudes don't want to mess up. You know, so and then it shows that you in it together, like the NFL, man. When dudes is injured, they'll be in cast, arm cast, leg cast. They'll be on the sideline with a clipboard in their hand, calling out stuff, helping the
Because
backup.
you can tell a player where to be, what to do. If you're down there to tell them.
Hey, bro, listen, like I said, before my cousin called, knocked me out the thing. It's crazy, bro. I don't understand.
Everybody who got a ring is pretty much on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Rondo is the only one, but he not playing. Serge got a ring, but he's sideline when you got a ring.
But Rondo gonna tell the point guard. Rondo gonna tell them young point guard, hey, look, you need to do this on the pick and roll. I see this. Like, he's down there to tell a nigga something. That helps you. If you got your best player right there and you out there having, like, say 2 bad possessions, He may see something like, I see what you're doing. You rushing your shot. Stop rushing your shit. Like any advice could change the flow of that game, man.
And you need to be, and you could have been in
right.
Paul George. You're like, man, dog, stay with it. Stay with it. We right there. Stay with it. Just keep chopping.
Low key, he probably don't. Hey, low key, he probably don't want them to succeed, bro, because it takes the hype away. You know, any star, when they're not playing and their team still succeed, it takes a little bit of the hype away from you.
Nah,
Hey, you think that's the case, though, Trey? Oh, Trey,
He don't-
listen, I never looked at it like that neither,
I think
though.
it is. I think it does play a part, like into what, like with him now. Like I have to look at that now with him because he's showing me selfish shit.
All right, that's a good point. So that's why I'm saying I never looked at it like that. So just say that this happened. Paul George do get it done. They get past Phoenix. Ty Lue come back from 3-1 like everybody thinking he could because he did it before with the team that he had, not knowing the players that he had. This not the same team, not the same players neither. So just say they do it. I think Kawhi do take a hit because if Paul George could carry this team, why would you go over there with Paul George and take away all this young talent, give away your whole future? When we just seen you do that shit in Toronto, you ain't had to do none of that. So to me, I'm looking at that shit a whole like you looking at it right now since you said it.
Yeah.
If Paul George get the shit done without you, what the fuck I need you over here for again?
Hey, look, this is sports, James. Hey, look, James, look. Hey, this is why. This is what I'm saying it for. I'm just saying you got to look at it. It may not be the reason, but you have to look at it. For instance, when niggas get hurt and you go out there and ball out, they spot may be took. They may not get it back. That shine, it's some shine that leaves. It's a question mark now. Like, who team is this? Who's the real? Like certain shit, just because it's sports. So you having a debate about what ifs all the time.
Yeah.
So this will be a what if. So this is a big what if. If they succeed without him, it's like, was Kawhi? Look, I'm gonna tell you off top. If they go all the way to the finals, succeed without him, this and they come back off of this deficit, they're going to be saying, was Kawhi holding them back? Was Kawhi not playing up to his caliber where he's supposed to? Like, it's going to go into that. Was he not in the right system? So that's what I'm saying. So he knows that. So he knows that. So the best thing for him not to take a hit is to keep hearing the Clippers need Kawhi. The Clippers need Kawhi. They can't get it done without Kawhi. And guess what? And don't forget, he still hasn't signed his contract. So it does matter on what he does on how much that money may be.
And that's another thing I'm glad you said, because listen, they saying the Clippers need Kawhi. So listen, like we saying right now, we seen you do this shit by yourself. So karma is a bitch. You did the same thing KD did. You see what I'm saying? You went over there and you cleaned house, gave up all these future round draft picks just to cheat to get to a ring to keep up with what somebody else doing when you already showed that you was proven. That's why I believe in the Lord, bro. And the second half of my life is way different than the first half. So I see shit totally different. I believe in karma. What goes around will come around and bite you in your own ass, my nigga. So when you doing this shit in the skybox, you not being down there with your team. Like I said, y'all killed Kyrie Irving for doing that shit in Boston, not just LeBron. Y'all killed everybody, man. So what makes him so off limits? What makes him the 10 man on the Wizard of Oz where you can't fucking touch this nigga?
Because
you know what I'm saying? He's so much of a fucking movie
because they already got their bad guys. Hey, they already got their bad guys in their comic book and who they want to be the heroes. That's why.
LeBron gone, everything coming out. Dame for trying to force a trade. You got Chauncey Billups. Like, there's some bullshit going on in this league, dog.
This what I don't like. This what I don't like. See, what I don't give nobody no pat on the back for, you're not gonna get a pat on the back. See, I don't like dudes who team up to take down nobody. If we got mutual enemies, we just got mutual enemies. You stay your ass over there. I'm gonna handle my problems the way I got to, and you handle your shit. Like, y'all think because LeBron James did something wrong, everybody don't like him for that. Nobody pays attention because now everybody like, oh, whatever beats LeBron, yay, whatever keeps him from winning. Nah, it don't go like that. You still got to win the right way over him and anybody else.
Facts.
Hey, LT,
and that's why they so happy. You see the
Hey, let me get LT up on this. LT, what's up? What's up? What you got on this, bro? Hey, you there? Are you not there? Hey, come
I'm
back
gonna
when
I'm
you're
gonna
ready.
I'm gonna tell you on something else. I'm gonna tell you on something else where he messed up. But you can tell he listened to the media. He doing all that beating, listening to the media. You see, he tried to play every game this season, knowing that his body can't take it, and now he injured. You know what I'm saying? You've been load managing all your career, and all of a sudden shit they got on you. You gonna start playing every game. You know what I'm saying? I would have kept load managing and not gave a fuck about what they said. And he probably be out there playing still.
Oh, he fucked that off. He destroyed load management. See, load management was supposed to keep him healthy. That has been
Right.
proven wrong. That has been proven wrong. So fuck all that load management shit. It don't matter if it's 82 games, 62 games. If your ass go out there and get hurt, you gonna get hurt. It don't matter how many games you play.
I feel that, but I just wouldn't have changed up what I did just because the media said change up. I wouldn't have done that just because they said it.
Hey, but
If
see
your
that's
team
I'm
wants you to
glad
come
you
out and
brought
play,
that up,
then
Mr. Winters.
that's one thing. But if you did it because everybody, you listen to everybody, nah.
Mr. Winters, that's a good point. The day's era today, even though we had media, they was talking, they judged us off game by game. The next game, what I'm saying is they didn't listen to what the media said because they had that bad game. Case in example, Donovan Mitchell. When that nigga heard Stephen A. Smith say he's the best Utah Jazz, nobody could have did what he did. He two up on the Clippers. The next three games, what Donovan Mitchell come out there and do? They ain't even play his game, just jack up shots over double teams, triple teams. The media tell these kids that shit and they feed off that shit and they go out there thinking that's the right way to play. Because you got to understand, it's already an analytic world as it is. So if they say it's a 3-point league, that's what I got to go out here and do. Get as much threes as I can possibly get up and live with the results. Some of these players can't live with the results though. They just living off, like I say, it's an analytic world because they say that's what you need to do. But fundamentals
Right.
always carry you a long way. If it ain't broke, never fix the shit. And that's what you got a lot of shit going on in y'all era. If it ain't broke, they trying to fix it. You know what I mean? Like, how you fixing something that's not broke? What you doing? Like, what you fixing on? You could be doing something else like that's like getting in the gym working on the same thing you know how to do over and over and over. There's other parts of the game that you can really learn, other spaces on the floor that you can learn how to play from. But these niggas, it's like they sweet spot. That's why when you get on the game, you hear these people talk about certain players, they only hot from certain spots because that's all they do. Like I said, this floor is fucking wide. It's 94 feet long. So why is you just hot in certain spots? You red right here, you red under the basket, but everywhere else you blue, you cold as ice. Because you're not working on the fundamental part of the games to teach you how to be great in those closing situations. So now you got to rely on pussy ass coaching, shit ass coaching, and now you want us to blame these players for it. I don't mind cooking the players, bro, but I think it's more the coaches this era and the resemblance of how the players play.
Same
Hey,
thing on
what's up?
same thing on
Hey,
same thing on somebody playing defense. They want to
hey,
hide
hold,
you instead of training
hey,
your
hold on,
ass to
y'all.
be a
Hey,
Facts.
better
hey, Trey, hold
defender.
on a
That's why
second.
I
Hold on.
said that.
It, oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, what you about to say, Trayvon? My bad, bro.
Oh yeah. No, I was just saying that's like going on like Steph Curry, certain players, right? I understand certain players ain't gonna ever be a elite defender, but you can be better than what you are. Like you can learn to be a better
Mm-hmm.
defender. And these coaches basically hide you from playing defense instead of making you learn how to stay in front of a man. You may not be a lockdown defender, but every possession ain't nobody fit to be getting past your ass, and we ain't fit to be hiding you, compromising our defense.
Facts.
But defense ain't so much of locking nobody down no more. Defense is making guys because dudes gonna get buckets just because of the rule changes. So you can make a guy, you know what I'm saying, 45 off of 15 shots is different from 45 off of 25 or 30 shots. So what you got to do is just disrupt these guys and make them inefficient. That's what happened to Donovan Mitchell. He still got
Yeah,
some
hey,
numbers, but he had to
you know
work
what
so
used to
hard
be
so
good
he can't
defense?
have nothing left. So
Good defense
it
used to
ain't so
just
much
be
too
staying
many
in the
lockdown
dude
guys.
face, man.
What's
Staying
up?
in the dude face. These dudes can't even
Exactly.
stay in a man's face, man.
All day.
Like
All day.
I
So
don't
what you think
expect
that
you.
come from though?
It's coaching because look, I'll put it like this. Like he said, you can't stop these stars from getting their money just off the rule changes and just off their talent. But what you can do is make them have a late 30. I don't want him to have 30 in the first two quarters, in the first half. I don't want him to have 40 in the third quarter. I want him to have like 25 in the fourth quarter, so barely getting to his averages. Like, just make him uncomfortable out there. Play defense, take pride in it. Don't run from the defense.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
and
tell you
that's
right
all he
now,
can
hey,
do.
if I was an NBA owner right now, you know one person I would go after in the offseason? You know, outside of Mark Jackson, you know what? Well, Mark Jackson was a former coach, but I'm talking about if I'm looking for a first-time head coach, you know who I would get?
Who?
Rajon Rondo.
As a head coach,
Yeah,
Make him a player coach. Make him a
you
player
think he ready?
coach.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Rajon Rondo right now, he need to be sitting in the coaching area low key. Like when he hurt, he need to be in the coaching area. Like how they used to have like
Well,
Luke Walton and
LB,
Brian Shaw and them.
if that the case, LB, he can go back to Boston.
But they
they
just
already
need to
got a
go.
guy.
They just need to
They
go and
already
get
got a
these
guy.
coaches that don't take no shit, man. They need to go and get these like these Anthony Hardaways, and these Jawan Howards, these dudes that's back in that day, to where they're gonna go and tell a player, "What the fuck is you doing?" They don't care who you is. Like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
But that's why they
facts.
don't
That's what
get
they
coached out.
need.
That's the reason
Independent,
they
nah,
don't get coached
Somebody
but
to
out.
look, but
challenge them.
That's the
Trayvon,
reason
Hey, but
these
look,
new dudes
Trayvon,
can't take it.
this the
These
Penny ain't
thing
stars
ready
though.
can't
Hey,
yet.
take
this
it
the
when
thing,
coach get in
y'all.
their face.
Penny ain't
They
ready
can't
yet.
Hey,
take
this the thing about that though, right? Hey, the coach can look to me. The ownership that brings in the head coach got to set that. They got to set that line right off Jump Street. Like, hey, the ownership and the GM got to be like, look, this is our guy, right? Don't. He's our coach. If you don't like it, then you can contest the trade and we get you up out of here. But this is the guy we rolling with. That needs to be established. But if the player feel you can go around the coach, go to the GM or go to the owner or some shit, then you gonna have a problem.
But that's the reason why. Dudes like these superstars nowadays can't take that. They be ready to they demand a trade and get out of the place. And there go millions of
These
dollars for
niggas,
them.
these
Hey,
niggas ain't understanding something. Y'all niggas is getting paid millions. Y'all gonna be in the league no matter what team y'all on or something or another team. These coaches, they don't got that chance. So I'm not fit to let you come and just get my ass fired and come out here and start saying strategy. That's why we lost. Don't you gotta execute my strategy? Don't just try to say I'm drawing up dumb shit. You're bricking. You're not running the play right. How about that? Your ass not doing what I said do. What if the coach came out there and put these players out here and said, you know what? He was supposed to go left the whole time. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Facts.
yeah,
See,
and
we need real
that's
coaches
one
in
more
here to do that though.
that's one more thing too. All these players running around here talking about accountability, but they're not first accountable themselves. You
Yeah,
can't come out here
fact.
That's a
talking
good
about that,
point.
talking shit about accountability when you're not first accountable. And you know how you start with accountability? Going to the gym, working on your game, staying at the gym, working on your game. Don't be leaving early because now barring a family emergency, barring
Hey,
something actually a traumatic emergency, barring that, you should be in the gym working on your game. That's how you be
LB,
accountable.
facts. Facts. Hey, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Now, remember when dudes used to end their season, either they got put out the playoffs, didn't make the playoffs. You didn't hear the old school players say, we need to make a move. We need a new coach. They used to say we need to come back better. Everybody need to work on their game in the offseason. They
Good
never said
point.
nothing about
Good
firing
point.
or trading off niggas. They didn't try to
Well,
enter that world and fuck a man's money off. They was like, we just
yeah,
need to work on our game and come back better. Kobe didn't say, look,
exactly.
when Kobe got blew out by Boston, he didn't say trade Paul Gasol, he's soft. He didn't say trade Trevor Ariza, trade Andrew Bynum. He said,
Facts,
we got to get
facts,
tough. We got to get tough.
facts.
So
But that
all
was the
that,
last of the
Everybody
we
too.
era though. Trey, that was the last of the
all that
we
every
era.
season, that's what I said. Every season, bro, we see a coach get fired. We see a whole new roster. It's not the problem. You niggas ain't going to
Coach,
work and get
good
better.
coach. Good coaching.
I've
Hey,
been
to
saying
be
it with the
real, since
players, but
2010, since 2010, the NBA ain't been shit since 2010, man. It been crazy ever since 2010. We ain't had no
Hey, you
real
ain't
niggas
never
really
lie,
since
her.
then.
Hey, you ain't lie. And I keep every time I look at these games and I hear these players talk, I just hear Kobe echoing like when he said, and we did it the right way. Like he said that shit for a reason. Like, you know, when he
Yeah.
was retired, on his retire, he said that for a reason. Like, nigga, we did that shit the right way. You can say what you want, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can say we lost. I lost my last 5 years. So what? I didn't feel like going to team up with no Tim Duncans and shit like that to go and win another ring. Fuck that.
hey, I
Hey,
like the way
Kobe
he did
Bryant,
it
man,
anyway
Kobe
by
Bryant ain't
himself.
get this like. Hey, and
Yeah,
after the
man.
way they were talking shit about Kobe Bryant after Shaq left, they were making out like seem like Kobe Bryant was done. He couldn't win no championships without Shaq. And what
Facts.
he did, he went out and
He,
got he went and
Won
got
hey,
three
two in a
NBA
row with the
finals,
got
man,
in
finals
that
3 straight
gym. Hey,
years.
back
look,
to
he
back.
got
With
in
the
that
three straight
gym, man. He got in
finals,
that
man.
gym and upped his level, like Kobe said. I worked for everything. I was fast, but I wasn't quick. I could jump, but I didn't have boot. Like he worked his body to carry a team. He built his body to be able to go through a whole season like that. So they on some bullshit, man. Like period. All these players are lazy,
Hey, yeah,
lazy
that's why I
ass
want.
players.
That's why I want CP3
But
to
that's
win,
the
y'all.
NBA stuff. They let
CP3
them
doing it the
get away
right
with it.
way. And he the last of a
Think
dying
about it, y'all.
breed. CP3 did it the
If C,
right way, man. That's why I want him to
if
win.
CP3 if CP3 played for Philadelphia, you think Philadelphia would be out the playoffs right now?
No.
Nah, they probably win the championship this year if
A healthy
CP3
Hey,
there.
CP3, if he
hey,
stays healthy, like he's saying
Yeah,
healthy
him
needs
and
to rest.
Embiid, that'll be nasty. That's way better
hey.
than fucking shit Simmons.
I told niggas that Chris Paul was gonna
Hey,
play
hey,
in this
I'm,
series.
a- I'm,
Me and James said it yesterday. I told you, Chris Paul not gonna be playing bad again. He's not cut from that cloth.
that what
He's
me
not
and
this new
James Ben
generation
said.
player.
That what me and James
He's
Ben
gonna
said.
come back and any real good player, if they have a shitty game, you can expect an elite game the next day. They coming with something. That's why I
Facts.
said, man, I expect a triple double or something from Chris Paul when he comes.
But you
I'm
know
gonna
the
ask
scary
y'all
thing.
a
Like,
question.
The scary
I'm
thing
I
about
like
that
the
I'm
way
gonna
he
is
ask y'all
closed
a
the
quick
deal,
question.
though. Go,
even
go
with
ahead,
Chris
Hearn.
Paul playing that good, and even with
Yeah,
Paul George playing that
I'm gonna
bad,
let him get his
they
shit off his
still
hands.
they still let the game get too close for comfort. That's why I think the Clippers still got a chance because all Paul George got to do is just have four
Clippers
decent
ain't got a
quarters.
chance.
No,
I'm gonna
Them
because you
tell
got
you.
to
boys is done,
understand these
man.
are still
See,
close games.
nah,
These
nah,
are still
nah,
close
nah. I'm gonna
games in the
tell
league.
you why. Nah, see how.
Coaching
See,
punish
see
them.
how. See,
Go ahead,
Kobe.
Hearn.
Yeah, but sometimes we overthink shit. I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna be the case. CP3 knows, and me, James, been hearing me say this shit. Trayvon even heard me say it, man. End of the day, CP3 knows if he trick this series off, he know his legacy basically done. They ain't gonna boost that nigga up no more. He ain't gonna be regarded with the as the best point one, the best point
Yeah,
guards.
fact,
If he know he trick
fact,
off this series, 'cause this is best opportunity and last
fact.
opportunity to do this shit the right way. Because if he don't win, the only way he'll win the ring, he got to sell his soul. You got to go against what he believe in if you want to win. If you don't win this year, that's why I'm telling folks now. I told C Hill, I told all them motherfuckers. CP3 gonna win championship. CP3 gonna
Yeah,
go
hey,
to the
this
And,
CP,
finals.
and
this is, hey,
I
this, hey,
agree with
this
that.
is
But
here, man, and this
they
gonna
just
leap
score
him.
over.
I'm gonna tell you, he got so much history. He got so much. His game, what he's been doing, like they keep his shit quiet. But I'm gonna tell you this: when he win this ring, this one ring, this shit gonna leapfrog him like over a nigga like Steve Nash. How they polarized Steve Nash, this one ring gonna leapfrog him past that nigga and more and
Hey,
Hey,
other
guess what?
niggas,
He
Trayvon.
did
man.
it in Phoenix where Steve Nash couldn't do it at with the best record. So
Yep.
I
Yeah.
agree with that,
Hey,
Trey, a
I'm.
hundred
Come on, man.
percent.
Look,
Hey,
hey, look,
but
and
look.
we
I'm gonna
ain't
go
giving
out
him
on a
credit.
limb.
Look, when he come and win this ring, we ain't giving him the credit because he gonna win this ring. When he win it, it's gonna be a player in his older age that got traded to a team, and in his first year with the team, turned
With
them
the Clippers
around to
pick.
be damn near the best team in the league and
He
win a
beat you last
championship.
year.
Man,
You beat both.
Hey,
He
Trey.
beat
Hey,
Know,
both
know
Trey.
what
Let
I
me
defending
let
like
me say
about
this.
that?
contenders last year, bro.
That nigga
Both
gonna
of the guys
remind
that
me of
we
that
put
Dirk
out there.
Nowitzki run. He pulled this shit off because he
yeah,
swept the Western Conference runner up last year. I'm talking about he ran through them niggas. I ain't never seen Denver not win a game. Like couldn't win a game. No, they ran through them niggas. The first round wasn't really no no competition like talking about it for him. But at the end of the day, now you running through the Clippers. You running through the Clippers now. Three
Hey, but
one
that,
niggas like that,
hey,
four
but
one
that what I'm,
niggas.
hey, that what I'm gonna
Hey, it
say,
ain't
Mm.
over
man.
yet. It ain't over
That,
yet. It ain't over.
hey,
They leave
nah,
that door
it's
open a
over,
lot.
nigga. It's over, nigga.
Phoenix
And I'm
leave
gonna
that
say
door.
this. I'm
Okay.
gonna go on record. I'm gonna go on record saying
Okay.
that. I'm gonna go on record saying that Chris Paul win this
See,
championship. His one ring will outweigh LeBron James for. His one ring will outweigh LeBron James for because the way he
That's what I
did
just
it and
said,
how he
Herb.
did it, and he a 6 feet even guard that did this
KD
shit and
too.
was the
Hey,
best player on
KD
the
too.
team. Yep,
KD
he'll
too.
leapfrog KD too. So
Yeah.
when y'all do the all-time rankings, y'all gotta put Chris Paul into the top 10. He
Hey
pulled this
man,
shit off.
hey
but you
look,
know
Chris
Tell
what
you
his
Paul
like
wife
showed
would
me.
that.
say.
Look, I'm gonna keep it
You know
real.
what his
I
wife would
already
say.
knew Chris Paul. I already knew what Chris Paul was. But where he really showed me was when he went to OKC.
Okay,
It gave
see.
me it refueled me on him. When I seen what he did with OKC, I just clapped, bro. I had to clap for that nigga, like for real. Like I was in here clapping, like God damn, this nigga playing basketball. Like for real, at this age, he is still one of the point guards not to be fucked with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
That's what I
saying,
But
said. That run, if he
JT,
win this bench this year, it's gonna remind me of that Dirt Nowitzki run.
And look, he played both ends,
That nigga
James. Hey,
serious.
look, James, and look, he played both ends. That nigga got first team defenses, a lot of them. That nigga played both ends, bruh, and led the league in steals. People don't give Chris Paul that, but he ain't no easy ass point. That's why when niggas score on him, they really get credit because he plays defense.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I was watching that game yesterday when they lost. And listen, Bridges stripped Paul George clean. That wasn't no foul. It was bad refereeing on both sides. The ball don't get it twisted. But do y'all think that was a clean strip on Paul George?
Maybe it was because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like the little elbow call that they called with Pat Bev and Devin Booker. I was like, man, that's some bullshit. Like that, play ball, man. Shit, this nigga reaching in. This nigga, they both doing some shit, man. Don't call that shit.
yeah, that was a bullshit ass foul. They call him Mikal Bridges, man. That was a bullshit ass call, man. You know what
That nigga
I'm
stripped
saying?
Paul George
Man,
clean.
these referees, man,
That's them
we stay
That's
jumping
them
on these.
Omi foul.
Yeah, we stay jumping on these refs, man. These refs is fucking horrible.
I just sat there and thought about that all day, dog.
Yeah,
I was like, dog, they really try to cheat for the Clippers to the point where you ain't got to help them. Paul George went 5 for 20. Reggie Jackson went 8 for 24. Both of these niggas had an off game. Devin Booker ain't have a good shooting night. Chris Paul was off with like 6 for 20 or something like that. But he showed up in the clutch and did what he needed to do as a veteran. And you still try to take this man shine from him doing it the right way with these bullshit ass calls down the stretch. Even on the Booker call, Ticket said a good point. I thought Pat Bev was still moving. But at the end of the day, fouled him before he even went up and made contact with Pat Bev. When he blew by Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson tried to strip him from behind, and he hit the man arm, and they ain't call that foul. Like it's a lot of shit that I watch,
yeah,
dog. I be like, man, this shit ain't much worth watching. Sometimes I just watch the highlights and comment on that shit.
I'm gonna tell you how I know that the series is over. Not like that, but look, when Patrick Beverly start doing that season shit in the playoffs, all that like fucking getting technical fouls, locking up with niggas, and it ain't helping the team. It's like hurting us and helping them and helping us like in a way where we just break even. That's bad. Like I don't want you out here doing that shit. Don't be out here trying to entice niggas because they own your ass. You one of them niggas that they kind of look at like you may did some shit. You got a cold record. Like that's how I know it's over because he's out there. He's starting the tactic shit.
And I told you if he was to play the whole game, he'll foul out before halftime. That
Man,
nigga
no,
just too wild.
if the referees really called the fouls on him, he would foul out. It don't matter the whole game. If they really call fucking fouls on that nigga, he is hand checking the whole goddamn game, man.
I thought they don't have hand checking in their league, so he the only one could do it.
Man, look, they just let him do it because it's just that's what, like, you know, that's what people want to
Right,
see
that's his
from him.
game.
Just saying,
That's his
that's what they
tactics.
want to see from
That's his
him. And the
game.
same thing, yeah, and that's the same thing with Draymond Green. That's why they put a camera in his face, because that's what they want. That's they money maker. It ain't about him being good. Draymond Green makes the NBA money off his stupid shit he say, and Patrick Beverly makes their money off of the shit he do on the court. That's just how they use everybody. Shit.
Man. What the NBA world has come to today. Like it all come to who can stack the better team look like.
It's
That's
just
all it
yeah,
is.
that's it. That's it. Somebody right now sitting back, right now in the cut, looking at everybody who available next season, talking about, yeah, I'm fit try to get that nigga over here.
You know, it's crazy, man. Like that to me, that just water whip the competition. Like you always said, we can't never see who great when y'all
Yeah,
teaming up with each other. How we can see who
because
the best when you got two of the
sometimes
top
you gotta
five players
dig
on your
deep,
team.
man. If I don't have to dig deep, how great will I know I am? If I got all this help around me, sometimes I want to be challenged to where it's like, damn, I gotta go hard on offense, and I'm picking up that nigga on defense. Like I'm getting that nigga. I don't want the easy route all the time, because I'm gonna tell you, when a dude when he triumph over like a big ass obstacle, that's bigger for your legacy. I don't know why these dudes don't want that.
Hey, let me ask you a serious question. We just seen KD go out on this shield, had to play every minute of the game, the last 3 games of that series. Now, just say for instance, they didn't make that trade. Kyrie still go down in game 3 like he did. But you got Jared Allen, you got Prince, and you got Caris LeVert at your disposal. I think they beat the Bucks. I think KD be able to close that deal with him saying. What you think?
Yeah. If they wasn't resting his ass, and he didn't have no chemistry with him and all that, like out of all of the
But I'm just
superstars,
saying, just those extra bodies who did have chemistry with that team,
yeah,
you could have
just
gave
Dinwiddie.
KD
I
rest
think
to close.
if they just had Dinwiddie, they win.
No, but I'm just saying, like, far as the way Giannis started attacking the basket, the way they was getting those rebounds. I remember one game, Brook Lopez down there had 28 and 15. I'm like, they don't have no interior defense. Where I already know the defense was gonna be their Achilles, but they just was gonna try to outscore a motherfucker. So what I'm asking is, you got rid of two defensive players and a 20-point score for sure. Because Caris LeVert can get you 20. He can give you a break too while you get those 2-3 minutes a quarter that you need to rest so you can close those quarters strong. So say for instance KD do play 12 minutes in the whole first quarter. Sit him down to start the second quarter, 2-3 minutes, bring him back in at the 9-minute mark. He finished strong. You got halftime. Now you got your halftime. You come back in, you play the whole fucking third, 12 minutes, then you double back and you rest a little 2-3 minutes in the fourth quarter. You got Caris LeVert to keep you above water with Jared Allen with the scrap and rebounds. Now you can still play with everything to your disposal. The Mike Browns, the Doodle Browns. You can mix the Shammies up, and the Joe Harris is still. Dog, the more bodies you have, the more rest that man could have got, what I'm saying. Now, 2 of your main starting 5 went down. You can't even go deep into your bench because 2 of your starting 5 went down. I can see if it was just one, but 2 of these niggas went down. It was your main ingredients to help you get to that championship. So what I'm saying is I really feel in my heart, if they don't make that trade, nigga, and Kyrie go down, they still be able to close those deals. Because KD will have the ammo to help him get that rest that he needs to close it. That's just bad all around panicking. Like you say, they cheat the system. I'm glad. I ain't know Kobe said that though. And we did it the right way. To me,
Yep.
that's taking a shot at that new era. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. What you
Yep,
gonna
that's
say
what he
that shit
did.
for?
That's what he
What you
did.
saying
That's
that
what I
shit for if
said.
he ain't
That's
taking a
what I
shot at the
said,
new
James.
era?
And that's what I asked myself. And I said, he said that for a reason. And we seeing it. Now that the years go by from him saying that, that's why he said it. You niggas keep winning y'all rings the wrong way. That shit ain't gonna amount to shit. Kobe rings got weight to him. That's what he knew. That's why he knew. I could sit at the table with Mike. I could sit at the table with Magic. Ain't nobody gonna tell me get up. But you niggas try to come over there, we gonna say, what the fuck is you doing? Go eat over there.
Yeah, you know, you can always have 3 picnic tables. So at the
Yeah,
end
and
of the
that's
day,
what
you
these
know what
niggas
table
is,
you
man.
know to
Look,
go sit
look.
at.
At the end of the day, when these niggas have they little 30 for 30s or whatever the fuck it is, it's gonna be about who you play with, not about who you beat and the competition level. It's gonna be, yeah, how was it when you and whoop de whoop and whoop de whoop and whoop de whoop teamed up? That was amazing.
See, I'm glad you said that because they try to punish Kobe Bean Bryant so hard for losing that losing that game against Dallas the way he did. But they keep forgetting. Y'all the one talking about contents when I join these shows like that. Salute to all of y'all because you got to really think about it. Just say Kobe wouldn't have been on that 3-peat, one of the last two. That's why it's on your body. Everybody know that. 3 finals appearance. You the last team standing in the last 3 years. Now you asking me to do that shit another 82 games, another playoff series, 16 games to win a bitch. You know what I mean? So I'm like, come on, dog. You can't be that serious, man. You can't be that serious. This man is human. So when his body went to breaking down and it happened the way it happened, that was because of greatness, man. That wasn't because he couldn't get the job done. That was because of injuries. That was because he pushed himself to be great so long and at that apex for at so high for that long as his career. His body was bound to break down when you carrying the load like that. When you
But
carrying the
see,
load of a team the way Kobe Bean Bryant was carrying that load after Shaq left, I knew D'Antoni was gonna run him into the ground. That wasn't the Phoenix Suns type team for you to be trying to rip and run up and down that motherfucker like that. But you know, to each his own. Kobe still played the game at a high level. He never cheated it. I think he had one of his best seasons with
they give.
D'Antoni when he scored a 35.
I'm gonna hit you.
But
I'm gonna hit you with
D'Antoni ran him
something.
into the ground.
I'm gonna hit you with something, James, because you just now made a light bulb go off in my head. When you just said that about how many times they went in a row to the finals and then they went up against Dallas and they got swept. Look, what was the first thing they was saying about the Golden State Warriors when they went 4 times in a row? Oh, I mean, you're tired. I mean, you can expect this. And we're
Thank
giving them
you.
excuses for losing. They never did that for Kobe Bean.
No, they didn't. But they'll do it for their weak ass era. See, I remember a lot of shit that people say on these shows, bro. I just be holding my Elmo. But I just try to say, that's why I say they don't keep the same energy. Because they'll try to use it for their era, but shit on our era.
Mm-hmm.
And try to reverse like they're reverse psychologist type shit. I'm like, man, hold up, what you doing, man? It's the same thing. But you gonna try to say it's good for your era, but not good for mine. And I hate to compare eras because to me, every era always gonna be different because of the medical field, the shit that you putting in your bodies to stay healthy, and vice versa. So I'd never be like, you know what, Jordan can't do what they do because it was enough for us to go out there and jack up all those threes. But let me tell you something. If it was to be that case, a real nigga ain't gonna do what you say anyway. A real nigga who know how to win and put himself in positions to be great always know what to do, regardless of the fact. He know what
Hey,
he need to
and,
work
and
on.
and that's why I'm not giving these players no excuse when they come out there and be like, "Oh, the coach was calling the wrong play." No, look, the coach can never call the wrong play on me because if I know the coach calling the wrong play, I'm gonna do the right play, bitch.
That's why they got audibles. That's why you use the flow general, right?
That's why you the superstar. You gonna do that. Look, how many
Facts.
times we know? I guarantee you, any great player, he didn't seen the coach tell him what you say. What Jordan say? What man? Give me the damn ball and get the fuck out the way, man. I don't know what you over there drawing up. Give me the fucking ball and get the fuck out the way. Kobe, the same thing. Look, even LeBron. LeBron, y'all say he ain't clutch, but even LeBron know when not to let a coach draw some bullshit. What you say, coach? No, we ain't doing that, nigga. How about that? What's wrong with you, Kawhi? What's wrong with you, Paul George? Y'all call yourself
Oh
elite. That's
shit.
why I don't look at it with that series when they try to come out and say we wasn't adjusting. No, bitch. Fuck what the coach ain't adjusting to. Y'all niggas got the credit of elite defensive and offensive players. Why y'all didn't know what to read out there? Why y'all didn't know how to adjust? Because if I see the coach keep running some bullshit, I'm fit to give all the teammates a nudge on the shoulder. Whoop whoop. Hey, look, follow my lead. But what the coach? Fuck what the coach said. I said follow my lead.
And then again, you know what? I don't see why these coaches let these motherfucking players do that shit, and you see they don't have it going, but you have a nigga like Terrence Mann on your bench that's proven to you I can help you close some of these games, and you don't almost want to start the man. I don't feel
I
sorry
don't.
for niggas like
He's
that,
not a
man.
good coach, man.
Or
I
Frank
don't feel
Vogel. Or Frank
Shit.
Vogel.
them
How the
niggas
fuck you
is
got the
them
six
niggas shit
man?
water.
You got the six man of the year
Facts.
on
Horrible.
the
Thank you,
bench,
Trey.
motherfucker. You gone. Hey, look. Hey, you gone.
Horrible,
Hey,
man.
you gone. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about nothing. You can have the number one defense. I'm gonna tell you that right there gets you fired. You're not Popovich. You're not Phil Jackson. You're not none of those coaches to where I don't question that shit and say you stupid. You stupid.
It's crazy, man.
Shit's sad, man.
Come
It's
on,
sad to
man. Come
watch,
on.
Will.
If
That's
any
all
of
it
us,
is.
if
It's
any of
sad to
us
watch.
For real, man.
if any of us is a coach
Definitely hear
and
that.
Anthony Davis, like if any of us is a coach, Anthony Davis go down, we're gonna look at Marcus Gasol, we're gonna be like, damn, his ass out of shape big. We're gonna say, oh shit, I got the six man. Hey, get your ass up, get your ass in the game, go do some six man of the year shit. Come up off that bench and come and
That's
make a
why.
spark.
That's why I root for
Yeah.
the underdogs in their era, dog. I don't root for none of these super teams. Why what you stacking it? So you telling me you got to stack the deck to beat Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Trey Young, John Morant, and whoever else young superstar that's coming that I forgot about that's out there doing it the way they doing it, going against these super teams, still beating their ass, putting up great numbers. Trey Young just took down trusting the process. How long we been trusting this fucking ass process? This shit is
Man,
stinking
y'all,
ass process with nothing.
man.
I'm like, come on, man. One nigga.
Yeah, that's Ben Simmons' fault right there. That's the way I see it, though.
Hey,
But
hey, look, you know where I
Man,
stand on that.
it
Hey,
just hurt, bro.
James, you can't lie. I've been kicking Ben Simmons in the ass since that nigga picked the basketball up.
shit.
Listen, like I say, dog, if anybody would have told me Atlanta would have beat them, I'd have been like, nigga, you smoking crack. You got Tobias Harris, 185 million or whatever.
Yeah.
You had
Everybody
Steph Curry
talking
give
that
you
shit.
a couple of
Everybody
20,
talking
30
that
point
shit.
games.
Everybody
You
talking
had
that shit,
Embiid
talking
out there
about
on one
Embiid.
knee giving you 30,
Embiid.
40.
Look, it's a reason why they give Embiid. You know what? It's a reason why they give Embiid majority of the problems because he's the best player on the team. That's why they be telling him, oh, he should have did this no matter what. That's what you do to the best player. But let me tell you, that nigga Ben Simmons sucks so much. He is holding that man back. You know why Embiid got to go out to the 3-point line and don't be a beast down low? Because he got a superstar player that can't do nothing but something down in the middle. You want to come down here and get lobs and dunks. I got to get out of the key so your fucking ass can play basketball. And that's uncomfortable for me. We can't get no rebounds, no nothing, because I got to get out of your way so you can play. Ben Simmons is the fucking problem. I'm not saying Joel Embiid would have just been just destroying the whole league, but I'll tell you this. That nigga Ben Simmons is holding him back. With Jimmy Butler, if Ben Simmons would have left, and they would have kept Jimmy Butler, they would have been better.
Dog, that's that's what you call pressing the panic button. You know, you say trust the process, but everything that you touch, you ain't trusting it because you're getting rid of it. So when they don't work out that one year, you're trading another piece for another piece. Al Horford, Jimmy Butler. You want me to keep going? Now you know down to Tobias Harris. How many people you gonna keep trying to? You went to Danny Green, Seth Curry. Like you, dog. I just don't understand, man.
This shit
I
gets so
really don't, bro.
desperate. This shit gets so desperate. You starting to hear, like, I ain't saying these niggas ain't superstars in the making or stars or whatever, all stars. But now it's getting so bad. You hearing whispers about niggas like Zach LaVine. Niggas want him to come over there. Like just anybody that's just making a little noise. Bring your ass. Come on, play with us.
But no, nobody want him because he seemed like he the only one working on his game. Look like this man came in as just a dunker. Now this man hitting game winning threes, driving the ball, shooting that bitch, ain't scared of the free throw line. That man might don't want to go through all that shit. I just come here to play the game and elevate and take what they got from me. I ain't trying to be over here cheating the system and all that. Like some people don't even worry about rings. I got a family to feed. Give a fuck about your fake ass, water whip ass rings that you got storylines always for. Always got something to do with a fucking storyline when it comes to these stank ass rings. Tired of telling people, man, money been involved in sports. The mafia is not about to let you clean them out. Even money's large, always gonna win, nigga. Remember that. So your little 20, 30, $100 you be trying to hit on them little fantasy things, you put your little 1,500 up compared to who you really betting against. That little money, they'll be glad to take that little shit from you. You see what I'm saying? But look all the money you be having to bet. You put $1,500 down only to win 19. I ain't about to do that. I ain't no indeed no. I rather slang dope, nigga. I know I'ma double my money. I ain't about to go bet no bookie and play no fantasy points for no $124 just to win no 175. That's 50 extra dollars. I ain't winning. I ain't double my shit. Now if I lose, I'm broke. Like niggas is like if you don't throw your money away, give it to me. I got some investment plans. I'm trying to buy some land, nigga. I'll give you a share of the acre or something. You won't give them niggas your money. Fuck. I'm just keeping it real.
Hey, Wilt, what's up, man? Wilt.
Will's got that
Oh,
bottle
my
to
fault.
his mouth.
Yeah, I think Wilt went to
He
take a shit.
he
Something.
want Atlanta to lose tonight because they beat the Knicks. He know what's up.
No, what you say, man?
I
Now
think
what
he
happened?
went.
Dude,
There you are. I thought you were taking
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shit.
Nah, nigga. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to look at some things right quick, man. But nah, you said tonight's game.
Yeah.
yeah, who you got
Before
tonight?
we get to that, what's up, Matt Moses? Salute to you, bro. Hey, we were
What's
talking
good?
about Kawhi Leonard feeling the need to be in the in the goddamn skybox and not with his team. What you make of that?
Yo, man. The only thing I say about that, man, is that if he's like that, man, like he about to he might leave the Clippers, man. He might as well leave the Clippers, man. Be doing all that shit. I mean, nah, he definitely should be on the bench. Yeah, yeah, I agree. He should be on the bench, man. But it seemed like he didn't want to be with that team no more. The way that seemed.
Yeah, he gonna Kawhi gonna be like, man, raise your damn hand when you speak to me.
Yeah, he'll be like, raise your hand. Yeah,
I don't know
who
why
knows? He
he
might
getting
come
all
to
the
the
special
Knicks, man.
treatment.
He might come to the Knicks, man. Hey,
Here we go again with this bullshit.
yeah, man. That happened, man. Shit.
So that's really a possibility, though. He could go to the Knicks.
Yeah, man. That was the rumors about him and rumors about Dame Time. I mean, Dame Time is like it's getting like the rumor is getting more true right now because you know what I'm saying, like he heard that he might be unhappy, right, with the
Yeah, I
Blazers,
heard
right?
that.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Then the next, plus we still got that cap space, man. Who knows, man? Who knows, man? What's going to happen? Yeah, but
Yeah,
tonight,
whether he happy or not, though,
huh?
whether he happy or not, he still need to be on the bench with his team, whether he happy or not. That just
Yeah, yeah, I
giving off
agree.
a motherfucking real bad perception. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's talk about this game tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think we beat this topic up enough, right? Um, yeah, let's talk about the game tonight. So who we got and why?
Yeah, man. All I gotta say, let's go Bucks, man. Let's go Giannis, man.
I know why you got. I know. I know why you going for the Bucks,
Hell
nigga.
yeah.
You think you slick?
Hey, let's go Bucks. Let's go Giants. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think Trey gonna have another off night, but it's gonna be hard for him to beat Milwaukee. But I'm from the land of the underdog. I picked Milwaukee to win because they're the most experienced team. They're the most veteran team. So I'm always give them the edge. But like I said, bro, I root for all underdogs, man. So at the end of the day, if an underdog win, I'll be more happier. But the better team should win, and that's Milwaukee.
Hell yeah.
I got Milwaukee winning tonight. Like I'm surprised it's a one-on-one series right now because I had Milwaukee winning 4 games because I thought Milwaukee actually was finally understand that you can use your size as an advantage against a team like Atlanta, but they still pulling that same old bullshit they were doing when the playoff first started. Instead of trying to use their size, height, and strength, they want to be jack a lot record when it comes to 3-point shooting. And Giannis, if you want to be a leader, man, you gotta start acting like a leader, man. Tell your motherfucking teammates, give me the damn ball, man. Let me lead y'all to the finals.
Yeah.
But again, they playing for coach on booty hole. So like I said, I got the Bucks tonight, and if you got a chance to step on Atlanta's neck on the road, you better do it because if you don't,
Yeah.
you let Trey Young, and that team hang around. It's gonna be a 2-1 lead. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
don't
man.
let Atlanta hang around like that. Because when they do, well, you already know what happens.
Man, yo, niggas got to stomp on that Speedy Gonzalez ass nigga's neck, man. Get that ball headed in the back of his head ass nigga out of here, man. Get him out of here. Word, man. Bucks got at least win by 10 points tonight, man. I'll be happy.
Like Milwaukee can beat them by double digits, but it go by if they really want to do it or not.
Man, I
I
hope
just don't
so,
like
man.
people playing with their food though. And like I said, Mike Budenholzer, he's not a great coach to me. You know, you got the talent, you got the veterans, you got the mind frame of the players as far as more experience, you know, but that don't mean you're supposed to win. Because coaches give games up. And the players without like a Giannis don't have no jump shot that can close the deal from everywhere, only know how to close it from one way. They build that wall up on them and force the niggas to jack up all those 3-pointers. It could be a game, bro. I like coaching edge. I give it to Atlanta, but like I say, just the players who've been there, done that playoff experience. I have to go with Giannis now. But if they lose, I wouldn't be surprised though, because none of the like I told y'all in the beginning, none of these players that I seen that's coming, that's young, is not laying down for none of these stack teams. They don't give a fuck if you got KD, Kyrie, and all that. Man, how many times we seen KD and Kyrie play, or James Harden and Kyrie, or one of them play, and the underdog still was in their ass. Like Utah with the number 1 seed, but they lost to Minnesota 3 times in a row. Like they ain't beat Minnesota not one time. But that goes to show you, I don't give a fuck about your team. Yeah, they say you number 1. You just come off 19-game win streak. We gonna end that shit tonight. You see the hype? That's what I love in a young team. They don't give a fuck about them old teams. Give a fuck about what you doing over there. They coming though. And that's all I ask of my young players, my hyenas. Don't lay down because they stacking the deck on y'all, man. Still put the pressure on them niggas. I don't like that shit anyway. You can stack it all you want, damn mean you gonna win. Milwaukee did it the right way though. They got rid of the pieces that wasn't working. They refurbished their shit with some new pieces. Good pickup by Drew Holiday, PJ Brown, Bobby Portis. They made some good
You mean PJ
selections,
Tucker?
man.
You mean
What you said,
PJ Tucker,
PJ
right?
Yeah,
Brown? Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
my
about to
bad,
say
PJ Tucker.
that.
My bad, my bad. PJ Tucker. PJ Brown must be
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Well, PJ Tucker,
Well, PJ
that was
Brown,
a
man,
good
I ain't seen
pickup.
PJ Brown forever.
Word, man. I definitely
Yeah.
like no PJ Brown when he's on the Heat, man. I ain't like that motherfucker, man.
So y'all had
Shit.
to go against that nigga, the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
You know, y'all had some intense battles back then.
Hell yeah, man.
They can't take Ice Tray lightly though. They gotta keep Ice Tray bottled up, make him work hard, like y'all say. I'd rather a hard 30 on 25 shots because I made you work for it than 30 on 15, or 30 on 12, or 30 on even 17. Nigga killing you if you only need 17 shots to get 30.
Man, if he's scoring 30
Yeah.
points or 17 shots, that motherfucker ultra efficient, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember KD was doing that shit though. Before all them niggas went to going down like they did, Kyrie got hurt. KD was coming out 30 points on 15 shots, 28 points on 12 shots. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This nigga is cooking. But
Yeah.
like I said, them making those trades, bro, was gonna run them in the ground. I knew that shit was gonna come up and catch them. I don't know a super team that did it the illegal way, won it on their first rip. Name one.
Now
Boston.
some people did it. Some people believe Boston was a super team, man.
No, but listen, I'm talking about
Boston
in their
was
prime like these niggas doing it.
Yeah.
KD did it in his prime with Kyrie and Golden State.
Kanye was in his
LeBron did it in
prime.
his prime with D Wade and Chris Bosh. None of them niggas ain't winning on their first try though. But KD did it in Golden State because that team ain't had no injuries. I understand that. But you know, you add the best player in the world, so they say the best shooter in their era, which is KD. Everybody know that and say. And you add him with Steph Curry, you healthy. Of course, you're supposed to win that. KD was closing most of those deals anyway. The man had 16 points, 16 rebounds, and something else. Damn near 16 assists and try to give you the MVP, a triple double, and he still won the bitch. That's just how great he is. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no nigga that tall that can shoot over anybody, get his shot wherever he want, ain't scared of the moment, and he love delivering the results. He don't hang his head. He come back and go hard the next game. You know, some players like that I respect and I gotta acknowledge in the game, but I just ain't want him to do what he did. That cost him this ring this year.
Nah, he messed up in the first place by not going to the real New York team, man. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
listen,
He should went to the real New York team, man.
Oh boy.
nah, but listen, everybody fucking with Jigga though. You know that.
Man,
Jigga,
forget that. Man, forget that snake ass nigga, man.
I know
See,
Jigga got all them niggas buck dancing for Brooklyn right now. So you know it's all good.
man. Yeah, that Rock Nation shit. That's what that shit is.
Yeah, he got them niggas buck dancing over there.
But it was
So you
Kyrie's
think
fault too,
he'd
though.
have did better in New York instead of Brooklyn?
Oh yeah, man. Especially that crowd, see how the crowd was in the playoffs with us, Julius Randle, and basically old ass Derrick Rose. Man,
Hey, let me ask you a question.
KD, and James Harden was in the Garden. Oh hell nah, man. Hell nah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm glad you said that. I ain't never seen KD with a real coach though. So put in with a
Yeah,
real coach like a Tibbs, Greg Popovich, you know, uh, one of these great coaches that you could probably find a need in a haystack, like a Monty Williams. You know, a nigga that
shit.
I think shit, that nigga be dangerous by itself, as long as you got the supporting cast.
Yeah.
Why these niggas cheating so much? Why I won't see LeBron against KD, KD against Steph, Steph against Dame, Dame against whoever. You know, like one on one. It's too y'all ain't got that many superstars to be doing this shit like that as it is, let alone all stars. Y'all all stars stink because y'all naming niggas that's all stars for just making it on the strength of the teams that they was a part of and their assistant player. Like anybody was to tell me Draymond Green was supposed to make an all-star appearance, kill yourself. What he did that was supposed to make an all-star appearance. The Raymond wasn't that
uh,
cold to make no all-star appearance. The only reason why he made it because he was gonna be the only one out, and they trying to make that seem like they had a dynasty brewing over there. That cheap ass beer.
shit.
I like they did it the right way, but look, it goes to show you too. KD is that nigga because when you traded all those people, Harrison Barnes, let them go get their money just to sign KD, your bench got weak. So, case in example, the only reason why y'all was winning it, like I said, because all y'all was healthy. No injuries was a part of that team like that. And then the injuries that was a part of that team wasn't to the real nigga, as you can see. So, peep this out. Let's count the ways. And at 2000, what that was, 17, bruh, they won. 2018, they won. Why they didn't win when KD went down?
Yeah, exactly. And plus Clay Thompson was hurt too, right? A little bit.
No,
I
but they
think
still
that
got
changed
Steph.
it.
Steph changed the game. He's God. Well, he might be Jesus' son now. They probably done took the God name from him. But they was praising him like he was God. He changed the
Oh
game.
man,
He whoop de whoop. Nigga can't make the play by himself.
damn.
Kind of game he fucking changed. See what I'm saying? How they overhype some of these teams because they did it the right way. I applaud them for doing it the right way. But don't make it seem like, oh, there was a dynasty. How there was a dynasty after they won the first rank, they got their ass hogged down 3-1 in the finals. The only nigga to lose in the finals 3-1. But the greatest nigga who changed the game was a part of that legacy. Right or wrong.
Wow.
So how supposed to respect this nigga like they talking? Steph this nigga, Steph that nigga. But I would cook these niggas to New Year's, boy. On this weak ass era. This weak ass league, they got a nigga paying their bills to watch. If I pay a cable bill, I'm watching some real shit, nigga. If I pay a nigga to program a box for me a fire stick, I'm watching real shit because I got money involved in this shit. I ain't watching no bullshit and I'm paying money for it.
Shit. Nah, it's crazy, man. They lost this John Morant, man. Like I was
John
Steph Curry.
Morant.
I wouldn't let John Morant beat me, man. If I was Steph Curry, hell no.
Aim is really about letting him beat you though, but listen to this. Peep this out. That nigga laid up there. You lost to LeBron, then you lost to John Morant. That's the hard
Yeah,
part. You need 2 games to win to get in the play-in. You start off in the 8th spot. Now, all their veterans is crying about the shit, but y'all the ones came up with it.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. It's always double standards with their era. Everything is a fucking double standard when it comes to these bitch ass niggas and their rules and how they want us to judge their game. But I judge the game how I was taught to judge the game.
Yeah, man. Soon, RoboCop, he wasn't complaining about the play-in, man. Yeah, man, because he was afraid that he almost lost that Warriors shit, man. We would have made that lucky ass shot.
Hey,
Now he
that
wasn't
was a shot
complaining.
that he didn't have to think about. Like, if you got to
Word.
think about a shot, create for yourself, and then shoot it, you gonna make the right basketball play. Everybody know that.
Shit.
That's why I don't take niggas like that serious.
Shit, I definitely don't take that nigga serious. Hell nah.
Man,
This
right.
nigga four
Well,
assists
I'm
in the
gonna get up out
finals,
of
but
here on that
you wanna
note,
make that
y'all.
nigga go. Crazy.
All right, LB, thank you for
Man,
letting me
that's it,
cook,
All
man.
right.
y'all. Much love.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. All day, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go subscribe to Know the Boy Sports and News. Salute to Two Raw for TV, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh!